everybody out there on YouTube. We are the Middle-Aged Guys, and we are continuing on through with the glut of trailers that are coming out of Comic-Con. Alright, before we look at the trailer that we're going to be tearing apart and analyzing and reacting to in this particular video, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
And I'm Gray Mouse 1.
Okay, of course, like I said, Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, or the San Diego's International Comic-Con for 2018 is finishing up after this weekend. And the big thing, just like a lot of the trade conventions and other things like that, it's become a little bit of a cultural phenomenon and everything else. And the one reason why a lot of people who aren't even comic book fans go out of their way to pay attention to it is because, guess what? There's always a lot of trailers released out during Comic-Con. It used to be up until just past year or so, that they'd release trailers that were exclusive to Comic-Con, and then these trailers would get leaked out onto the net with shitty footage from somebody doing this, in the back row with their horrible cell phone, right? And this shit's jittering around while you hear "Whoa! Yeah! Wow!" in the background and everything else. But so what the publishers all got smart on was like, look, this shit's gonna get leaked anyway, so after we show it at Comic-Con, we'll do the debut there. It's all you have to do is hit the submit button, and then it goes live, and it's available to be looked at either through YouTube, your other social media, or even their own official websites. And then guess what? Nobody had to worry about tracking down and doing CDs and takedowns for trailers that were like, bad quality off of somebody's cell phone. All right, enough of that. What's the trailer we're going to talk about right now? I am glad you asked. Considering that we are the Middle-Aged Guys and that we are very large fans of DC's animated series, in particular, Young Justice, of course, which Young Justice, the third season, thankfully, finally is coming out, for Young Justice Outsiders on the DC Universe streaming service. They went ahead and they released out an official Comic-Con trailer today. All right. We are going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at that right now. For if you want to go ahead and follow along, it's the official Young Justice Outsiders official Comic-Con trailer on the DC Universe channel on YouTube. All right. And you can follow us along by hitting play in 3, 2, 1, and now.
Oh, they start right away, huh?
Happy about this. He knows we're trying to leave the life behind.
Don't blame Nightwing. The decision was mine. Babe, you're freaking out over nothing. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, because that's the way that show started, that episode.
Yeah.
The light and the reach. We faked Artemis' death. In fact, Artemis is Tigress.
What was I thinking? Wally and I really had something special.
I mean, that was a crazy plan.
Yep.
Just be normal.
I mean, good guys didn't even know about that shit.
So, superheroes wanted to be normal.
I
That's
so want to
awesome.
kiss you now. Or maybe kill you for putting us through all this.
Hold that thought. You can decide later when we're alone.
Reach. Fuck you, Ambassador. Fuck
The
you.
Reach will leave this world.
But won't that leave behind
Oh,
evidence of
Black
our
Widow.
tampering with this planet?
No. Not after we destroy Earth.
Black Beetle MFDs. They're causing a deterioration of the planet's magnetic field.
I really do like the fact that they went ahead and they did a recap in this particular trailer.
Yeah.
For the fact that how long has it been between seasons? Like 7 years, right?
It's been a while.
It's been a long while.
There will always be a world to save. Now drop me and go. Omega Squad has...
I'm reading a 21st MFD in the art.
Even at our top speed, I'm not certain the two of us can generate enough kinetic energy.
Then how about the three of us?
The Kid Flash is in danger.
Just tell them, okay?
Kid!
I think he got teleported somewhere, man. In all honesty.
Where's Wally?
Well,
You wanted me to tell
it
you.
is crazy that the Scarab said that he's gonna cease,
Yeah.
Well,
but wasn't absolutely clear on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
need a break, Calder.
So one of the Flashes ended up
Wally,
dying
we
anyway.
founded this team. Without him,
I understand.
Oh.
yeah, this is at the very end of the last episode of the
Yeah.
second season.
Yeah.
So
Thank God it's not the end of the damn series.
As usual.
Business as usual. So this is all new here after this point.
yep.
All right.
That's why I don't think it's going to be a big of a time lapse as it was between season 1 and season 2.
Oh, that was absolutely ridiculous. The season
Well,
1, 2 time jump.
All right.
If they-
But
if they-
the backtracking, the storytelling that they did there was brilliant.
It was, but doing it again would kind of be, I don't know. It wouldn't have the same effect.
No, I think they could still
there's a
do it.
metahuman
However,
traffic in Markovia that we can
however,
shut
you know,
down with
going
your
ahead
help.
and continuing on,
When it's all
it's just
over,
naturally
we go
from
our
this
separate
point
ways. No muss,
would be
no
the
fuss.
would be the most natural part.
Prince
They're all in
Leon,
stealth gear.
You tested positive for the metagene. Princess Tara would likely have tested positive as well.
Which explains why she was taken. Something
Wow.
daring must be done if I am to save Markovia. Metagene activated. Let's see.
Metagene, humans,
Yep.
bio.
Ooh,
Yes.
Lobo's back.
Lobo, yeah.
Oh,
Big
man.
shadows.
Shadow,
Static.
Static, Bane and Batman, Destro. Hey,
Yep. Ooh, hey.
and now you see still the tech from Apocalypse,
Yep.
and then the
And-
Forever Children. Queen Bee. Is that Killer Frost?
Huh.
Raish.
He seems ticked off. Ticked?
Oh.
Dr. Fate. Yeah,
Wow.
and Vandal. Ah, boy.
Coming soon to DC Universe, which we'll go over the details of that again a little bit later. All right, let's go ahead and let me go ahead and switch gears here really quick. Let's get to our normal view, and we'll talk about what we've seen so far. Okay, initial thoughts, guys. I know we've poked around about like some of the promo art that's been leaked out. Actually, not leaked out, but put out previously and everything else. Obviously, I'm really happy that this is coming about because it is a long time coming, and this is actually one of the few times that after fans have actually rallied together to go ahead and get things going as far as a dead show is concerned, that this show is actually coming back. Granted, not completely in the form that everybody is expecting it to, but it's not on Cartoon fucking Network, which is a good thing. All right. Initial thoughts, guys.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. The recap, okay, yeah, gets you up to speed, quote unquote. But then they start immediately with some new stuff. They didn't just play a recap and then just announce the show. No, they put some new footage out there of existing heroes, existing villains, and new people. And it's like, yes, I'm all for it. I don't know if I'm going to subscribe for that streaming service, but I'm all for it. Gray Mouse, what are your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts are kind of almost the same as yours. I do like, again, like when we were watching the video, I think that they're going to start it right away. Start off with right away, right after the events that happened at end of season 2, which is good. From just looking at it, it seems like it's still the same formula. There's some comedy there. There's some action there. And it looks like there's some underlining story that's going to also be there. And, you know, and it's like they do pay homage to, you know, season 1 and season 2 events, which, I mean, they have to, but it seems to me, yeah, those are my initial thoughts. I'm just, I don't know about that streaming service though, again, but.
Which we'll go over the details again. I know we've already mentioned it in the previous video that when we're talking about Titans. You know, if you haven't seen that particular one, just follow the card that's probably right above my head over here, and then you'll be able to see what our thoughts are in concerns of Titans and everything. Because yeah, we're not going to waste any time in this particular video talking about that one. All right, but with this particular one, I got to say that I am happy that they went out of their way and they did the whole long recap, considering how much time they spent, you know, emphasizing the Wally West, Artemis, you know, Kid Flash, Artemis relationship and everything else, and how that ended. I am almost certain that they're gonna find a way to bring Wally West back with this particular season.
It did seem like they centerfolded on that before they showed the footage, because that was the basic part of the recap. Even though they could have centered it on the Reach and the War World and
everything else,
but no,
you know, I mean, it really seemed like they went ahead and they pushed that to the forefront of everybody's attention when they were going ahead and doing the recap thing. I don't know if it's going to happen right away. What's obviously going to happen right away, what it looks like is that now that they know that, oh, this is what has been going on, they've been basically human trafficking for people with metahumans, or metagenes that are in some way or another, that they're able to go ahead and weaponize and activate. What's funny is that, you know, I'm watching the 5th season of the season of Shield, Agents of Shield, and that's almost exactly one of the sub storylines in that. But that's, you know, I'll put that one aside and everything. These guys were thinking about that, and they were already pointing toward that like 5 years previous to this. All right, but the cool thing about it is that it looks like the majority of the old crew is all there. The one glaring omission, and kind of like a question that I've had ever since looking at the original artwork that they've put out, but, you know, for some stupid reason I haven't ever mentioned on video, it was, where is hard-ass Miss Martian?
Yeah, I was about to mention that. You saw the bio ship, but you did not see Miss Martian there.
I think I did. I think I saw her in one of the action scenes. I did notice her, but it's for a fleet second.
Because the thing is that she wasn't part of any of the promo artwork or anything else that they released out.
No, you're right. I think I did see her.
I mean, you know, there's obviously a whole bunch of new characters and other things that they're going to be able to go out of their way and poke around with and play with and all of that, which I'm really happy, because the folks who are in charge of this, I think Gregman and Wise, those guys right there who've been show running for this, according to them, they have ideas and like overarching storylines that will shoot all the way into like season 5 and 6 if they're given the time. All right.
Something brought Lobo back, the main man.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, whether or not it's, you know, we have the Krolitans or some other alien race that, you know, is running around with, I don't know, under an identity that sounds more akin to dental care products like the Reach. You know, it's definitely something that's up in the air. All right.
I'm wondering if we're gonna get more context on the light.
Oh no!
I mean, that's pretty much. I think the light has been pretty much brought to the forefront now. That everybody knows that they're, you know, the people behind pulling the strings. Now I'm just kind of wondering how things were gonna pan out. Now that they're kind of out there now.
I think the one thing that they're probably going to move a little bit closer to, and they've been doing this slowly over all of the first season and all of the second season, which reviews for those episodes we will get back to in due time. All right, is that they have slowly gone out of the way to slowly peel back the curtain and reveal, all right, what is the Light's end game? What is their big plan? All right, because the thing is that, you know, when we came to the end of the first season, it was like, oh well, the Light was doing a whole bunch of other things, and then they went ahead and left them the cliffhanger with the Justice League disappearing for 16 hours and stuff like that, which indicated that there was something else that they were trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then we went ahead and they went ahead and they unveiled what was going on with that, got the Justice League pretty much out of the picture for a long time for the our very dental hygienic friends to come in and invade the Earth. You know, in which case after that was all done, you know, there was obviously a thing going on with trafficking in metahumans, and then they got a hold of Warworld, and then that very last part where Vandal Savage goes ahead and he shakes the hand of Darkseid on Apocalypse. You know, I thought at that case, all right, maybe their big play was that they were trying to get a hold of Warworld, okay. But obviously, the fact that Vandal Savage is even talking to Darkseid, there's something much bigger that they're trying to move toward.
Actually, throughout the whole ordeal, they hinted at that from the get-go, because you had weapons from Apocalypse and New Genesis and the Forever People. You had that, and they were always teleporting tech in. So you had that connection already. We just don't know what the hell is going on. And like as you said, Rev, we don't know what their end game is, and what is freaking G. Gordon Godfrey.
Yeah,
I want to know more of that. I want to know more about that.
Yeah.
To add on to the pile of stuff that we're talking about is that I know it's Young Justice, and it's focused on Young Justice, of course. But I'm wondering what part the Justice League is going to be playing in season 3. So the reason why I say that is because they've reached to a point now where it's kind of they're doing their own thing. They're still being mentored, but they're not being mentored as much as they were in season 1 and 2. So I'm kind of wondering if the Justice League is going to be, or we're going to see more of the actual Justice League involved, or is it just going to be most of Young Justice, those crew?
In this trailer, you did see Shazam, aka Captain Marvel, which
you saw Flash, and you saw Wonder Woman.
You saw Black Lightning.
Yeah.
So
you saw what's his name? Atom Man, or what's his name?
Adam. You saw Batman, and
Batman. But what no, I'm not saying they're going to be far removed, but I'm just wondering how involved they're going to be with the team. Of course, Batman's going to lead the team. Of course, that's. But is it going to be Nightwing who's doing all the what do you call it, the missions?
No, Aqualad took the team back.
Yeah, it just from what it sounded like.
No, Aqualad took the team back.
No, yeah, I got that, but okay, no, I'm just saying, is the Justice League going to dispatch the Young Justice as much as they or are they going to do their own thing?
I mean, even at the end, Aqualad sent out a team to see what Savage and their new partner and where they took the World. He even said that as a mission. So
yeah,
Great Mouse, this could just start right after.
That's one thing. I'm thinking it start like the day after Wally West leaves or disappears. I just say, well, at least we don't have to worry about him tripping all over the place. Too soon? Too soon?
Baby.
Too soon.
Maybe. No, not really. This is a continuation of a storyline that's over 5 years old.
That's where Marvel got their Infinity War ending from. That when they saw Kid Flash disintegrate like that, and yeah, okay, fine. But
Yeah.
anyway,
All right.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Let's bring this back in.
And
that's what I'm saying. I'm looking forward to this.
I think all of us are looking forward to it. The one thing that's in the back of our mind, just like we had stated in the previous video, is the DC universe. All right, which is, guess what, folks? That is actually the name of the brand new digital direct service that Warner Brothers and DC is going ahead and they're setting up. In fact, if you go to dcuniverse.com/coming soon, you will see their webpage where you can sit there and pre-order and pre-buy into the service. Basically, the service will go ahead and it will get you the ability to watch exclusive original series, back library of DC Universe movies, TV shows, anything involving the comics and the comic book characters and stuff like that. Subscription to read the digital comics, and then also early insider type marketing campaigns for any upcoming video games, movies, and other things like that. Okay, the service itself right now, if you're gonna do a month-to-month thing, is $7.99 a month. All right, which according to it says gives you access to DC Universe and all of your favorite devices. So unlike certain other services, it doesn't cap you to a number of devices. Well, maybe there is a limit to how many devices you can watch at the same time, but all right. You can enjoy unlimited access to exclusive original DC series, animated movies, select legendary films and TV shows, and curated list of DC comics and more. Let's see here. There's a daily news program, an exclusive members-only shop, chance to win access to events and exclusive experiences, and everything else. That's what it is for monthly. All right. If you want to go ahead and pre-order it, it is a full $74.99 a year, which actually saves you. I think if you do that, I believe the promotion is that if you do that before Comic-Con ends, you get an additional 3 months free. So the $74.99 is good for 15 months instead of 12 months. Once Comic-Con is over, I believe that $74.99 will just cover 12 months. And basically, you get I think it's like a month or two free on that. And yeah, so that's basically what they have right there. Just like everybody else, my big issue is that, damn, that's a lot of fucking subscription services to sit there and juggle around. At $8 by itself, all right, not anything to really worry about. But when you start sitting there saying, okay, well then I got my Netflix account, I've got maybe Hulu, fucking Amazon Prime does their own thing, HBO Now, and all the other ones that are coming out. Shit, Disney is about to do their thing also. Yeah, a lot of this starts to add up.
And I told people it would.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, for what they're offering so far, Titans and Young Justice Outsiders is going to be their flagship thing. I think Young Justice Outsiders is not going to be available directly this fall, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. It is actually Young Justice. No, that's the original Young Justice. Dang it. All right, Young Justice Outsiders release date. Young Justice Season 3 release date. According to Den of Geek. Let's see here. Yeah, they showed the Young Justice Outsiders trailer. The release date said it should be hitting the DC Universe streaming service in 2019. So, yeah, that's actually not going to show up until later. And they've actually got a few a few interesting pieces of promo artwork from Comic-Con that actually I will go ahead and post up on screen. So this is a really good a good place to go ahead and check out. So yeah, unfortunately, when the service launches this fall of 2018, Young Justice Outsiders, Young Justice Season 3 is not going to be immediately available on it. The flagship show on it is going to be Titans. Yeah, it looks like this right here will be the excuse me. This will be the will then become their flagship show. Like I said, in 2019. So I don't know. Hopefully, there's not going to be that big of a gap or that big of a wait between these quote unquote exclusive series coming out because,
Well, that will give us an opportunity to finish our Young Justice Season 2 reviews.
Well, yeah, that's something that we could do, but for the sake of anybody who's subscribing to the service, though, that'll make the offerings appear pretty thin.
Well, I mean, the thing is with this service is that it's going to offer the backlog. Like the Batman animation series, probably the Bold and the Brave. Old Superman cartoons. So there'll be enough there, but there just won't be good content. I'm still not sold yet because I got a Netflix account and I'm juggling, like you said, Netflix account, Amazon Prime, and a lot of people got, music, Apple, and a lot of people got these subscriptions, and there's another subscription to add on. We're beating a dead horse here, but yeah. I guess this is the end thing to do now is to have a streaming service and charge people $8 a month to access.
Yeah, and then that way with a lot of unfortunately, it looks like standard TV is going away for a lot of folks, especially since a lot less people are watching standard TV, day by day as that goes on, and the way that they have it is that these publishers of this particular exclusive content and stuff like that, they don't have to worry about managing their own time slots, having to sit there and negotiate with who's going to carry what on what fucking channel or anything like that.
Yeah,
they could just go ahead and present it out there, and if people want to sit there and buy advertisements on their streams or whatnot, that's going to run for like maybe 10 seconds in front of each episode, then that's something they're going to be able to have full control of. It's really how the industry entertainment, as far as
or for that streaming service to actually survive, it has to kick a lot of ass, and
it has to have a lot of fucking content too.
Right. That goes with kicking a lot of ass.
Well, I mean, Netflix is a tried and true, proven service that's kick ass. I'd rather watch Netflix than cable TV.
Well, the thing about it is there's still certain things like on Hulu that you would have to pay for, or certain other streaming services that you would have to shell out a little bit of cash for. But oh well, that's just the way it is. I mean, hell,
even YouTube's getting into it. You got Hulu. I'm just saying. So yeah, that's the thing that people are doing nowadays. Companies are doing nowadays.
I mean, it's something that we're gonna have to deal with, and we're gonna have to think about. But that's pretty much our thoughts on the service as it is. Hopefully, there's gonna be more that they're gonna be able to show. Depending though that if they're gonna be covering like the DC shows and the DC movies that are coming out. Well, after the number of trailers that we've seen, which we're gonna be covering in subsequent videos, folks. There's going to be a few other things to go ahead and actually add to the queue that are going to be available for this. But that pretty much kind of wraps up our thoughts. I don't think we have too much more. We stopped talking about the trailer itself about 10-15 minutes ago. So what we're going to do on this particular one, folks, is that we're going to go ahead and wrap up our thoughts about it. Trailer for Young Justice Outsiders. We went ahead and we showed it. We had our thoughts. We had our discussion. What are your thoughts? We'd like to know. What are your thoughts about the fact that this is only going to be exclusively available on the DC Universe streaming service? What are your thoughts on that? And having to to bust out another few dollars a month for another subscription, we'd like to know. You let us know by leaving us a comment below. Heck, while you're at it, let us know if you liked this video, if you didn't like it, either one. Whatever you do, leave us a comment. And if you really want to see more videos from us, and you want to know when we release them out, we do suggest you go ahead, subscribe to the channels, and hit that bell icon so that you'll know and receive notifications whenever we drop anything out.
Yeah.
Right. With all of that, all of our bullshit regarding the Young Justice Outsiders official trailer, the first official trailer, and the DC Universe streaming service as we know it right now, ends right here. I'm the Reverend.
The Theme here.
And I'm Gray Mouse One.
All forms of entertainment has the right to exist, even if you don't like it. Credits.
And guess what? All forms of entertainment, they're more than happy to charge you $7.99 a month just to get to it.